going back.
You guys gotta follow the rules.
I don't have a rule because it's my show.
The way you word it could be different though.
Now with tone police,
Which I think is
we get periods, stuff like that. It tends to mature you.
Yeah, but when you get your period, you become more illogical, less rational, and more emotional. So how is that maturing if you're more emotional? I think y'all all agree that women are more mature than men, right? Yeah, all kind of agree that. Like, what do you mean by mature? Start with you.
Speaking to men, some people or some men do not have their, priorities straight, as in their house, their finances, their goals, and instead they put video games and other things instead of children in that. So, and that's what I'm saying.
Can I piggyback off of her real fast?
We're gonna go in order. What about you? When it comes to maturing, why do you think that women mature faster than men?
I feel like women are taught to we're just taught to grow up quicker. Like from a young age, we're taught to look how we speak, how we act, what we wear, what we pursue, how we look to the family. Like I just feel literally from off rip, like it's just more of a pressure to be a lady and to be a woman, not a little girl. And no one wants to be with a little girl. Everyone wants to be with a woman. So I feel like it's just kind of like pushed a little bit for girls at a younger age to just grow up, I guess. I don't know. And we experience different things like, real life stuff. Like assaults and stuff like that is more common for females. So I feel like you
experience what?
Like assaults and
SA.
SA, things like that. Like I feel like girls we kind of go through not that you
well, statistically speaking, men are the ones that experience physical assault at higher rates than women. Yeah, that's a fact.
Maybe reported.
No.
Maybe
This is statistically the rate is so higher. It's statistically proven. Like for instance, if I'm walking down the street, I'm more likely to be a victim of physical assault. You're less likely to be a victim of physical assault because men know that, well, if I touch a woman and I go to prison, I'm most likely I'm screwed. I'm probably gonna die. But if I beat up this dude or whatever, let me go ahead and steal something from him. So men are the victims of physical assault. It's a statistic. It's
maybe
proven right. For the one part you said that, well, women tend to mature faster because
even if you look at how someone treats their son versus their daughter, we have more restrictions on where we could go, what we can do, because it's just we're taught from a young age we got to be careful. Men don't really have to look over their shoulder at night when they're walking down the street in that sense. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're taught just to be on guard, to grow up, to be able to defend yourself, I guess. I don't know.
What do you say that from a relationship dynamic, generally, would you agree with this, that women tend to look for a man that can protect and provide?
Yeah.
So if it's the case that a woman is generally looking for a man to protect and provide, that means that a man has a burden of performance on him to protect and provide for the woman. Therefore, he would need to mature faster than women in order to get the woman.
Not necessarily, because a lot of women put up with some.
So I think what you ladies tend to use is you tend to use the men that you choose were immature, not men in general are immature.
I guess. I mean I guess I don't know.
Okay, let's go on to her. She's shaking her head. We're getting somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. But let's go to you. Why do you think women tend to mature faster than men?
All right, and I feel like everybody that answered the question, y'all kind of missing the question a little bit. Why do we think that we mature faster than men? I feel like because, a little bit of what you're saying, we was taught to grow up fast. When I was growing up, I had to watch basically everybody in this room. I had to babysit. I got to make sure everybody eat, do their homework. That's usually on the girl end. We are taught to be women, to be a lady. We get periods. Well, should I say cycles?
No, you can say that. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get cycles, so stuff like that. It tends to mature you. Then I guess y'all get wet dreams. I guess that's y'all. I think I'm being so for real. Y'all don't have every monthly thing that y'all get. You get what I'm saying?
So
and
you're
to
saying
become
that
a
from
man and to know you became a teenager or whatever, you going through puberty, you get wet dreams. Am I correct?
A man does, but so you're saying so you're saying that from a biological,
it's very childish.
Okay, so you're saying that from a biological standpoint, women women mature faster than men because they get their periods. But when you get your periods, you're more emotional, you're more neurotic. So what do you mean?
No.
How can you mature
But
faster?
also-
Wait, real quick. If it's the case that maturity encompasses women getting their period, but when you get your period, you become more illogical, less rational, and more emotional. So
Okay.
how is that maturing if
But
you're more
that's not
emotional?
every woman.
Well,
That's most
that
of
is
them.
every woman.
That's not
That is every
woman.
woman.
I'm not emotional when my cycle come on. Are you? I don't know about all
Man.
y'all.
I just
get
I'm
hungry.
not sitting
I
around
get
crying
hungry.
every day. I'm just not. I don't even get cramps. I'm sorry. Mine's is different. So like I said, it's not every woman is different. Their body are different, and what they go through when they get their cycle is different. But from a young age, I don't know. I got mine's at 12.
I was 9. So.
Exactly. We are taught to be a woman at the end of the day. And again, y'all men do what? Get wet dreams. That's it. So again, we learn to be an
Yeah,
adult
but what I'm
faster,
saying is,
and we learn faster. I
how
think
can-
they
let me
say.
ask you a question.
I thought it was no
Would you
talking
say
over
that an adult embodies the ability to self-regulate their emotions and act despite how they feel?
Say that one more time.
Would you say that an adult embodies the ability to self-regulate their emotions and act despite how they feel?
They should.
I would say that that's what an adult should embody. And if it's the case that you still are harping on, well, women get their menstrual cycle, and when you get your menstrual cycle, you become more emotional, you become more neurotic, impulsive, and that's the opposite of being able to self-regulate your own emotions. It actually becomes harder for you to act despite how you feel because then you're always in your feelings.
That's what I'm saying, though. That is not true. That is not a valid fact.
That is
and
a
this is
general
coming from
truth from a
man telling
biological
woman-
standpoint.
No, that's not true.
But
This
why?
is
Let's
true.
Google it. That's what I want to know.
I've had mine for
'Cause
almost like
I
16
don't-
years.
You had your period for 16 years?
And I had
So
mine
when
for
you
a
guys
little
are on your
longer.
period, you guys, your mood doesn't change.
Yeah,
Mine's
but
don't.
Just like
wait,
what
your mood doesn't-
No.
So your mood doesn't
exactly
change?
like what he's saying. We get in it for so long that we
You get
learn how
used
to
to it.
deal with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So they actually make me strong. You can't deal with a period.
Yeah, if you guys had periods, you'd be out. You wouldn't be able to
But
do
we
this
deal with this
podcast.
shit every
Right.
month
That's-
for years.
Well, I think the issue
Yeah,
with a
but-
lot of things in
Like-
life is that men have failed to be leaders. So
Yeah.
you guys are getting upset for women not being able to protect themselves, but you guys don't even lead the fucking way.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
protection
Sorry.
aspect of
Freaking
what
way.
we're speaking about. We're not speaking about women not being able to protect themselves. What I'm saying here is if we're speaking on the topic of maturity and you ladies think that women are more mature than men, currently right now, you two ladies use a biological reality within women, which is that you get your periods. And what happens when you get your periods? Your mood changes. You
No,
literally
but
have
we
mood
use
swings.
that
Learn
to
to
learn
deal with
to
it.
be
We've been
better.
getting it since we was a
Exactly.
You
kid.
learn to deal with
We
it?
have to learn
Okay.
to deal
I
with
go to
it
work
because
every
we live
day
with
when
it.
I'm on my period.
Okay, you
I
still
don't
learn to
call
deal with
out.
it?
We don't get sick
I
days
still
for it.
take my son to school.
And the
I
help
still
of-
wake up and make breakfast. I still cook dinner. I still do my everyday life.
Exactly.
You may do
Nothing
your
stopped.
everyday life, but you do not know how to deal with it. You do not
Yes,
act
we
despite
do.
how you
That,
feel.
that's a generalized statement.
This is data. This is science, ladies.
No,
this
it's
is
not.
science.
This is you
This
pulling
is
it
science,
out your
ladies.
ass.
But anyways, I digress. Let's move on. What about you?
Statistically, like statistically, where?
Yeah, where's the fact?
Like, are these women coming? Like, where are they coming from?
I don't know. Give me an example. Why do you think women tend to mature faster than men? Like, what's your reasoning
You know, I think
to come into this conclusion?
it's by choice.
It's by choice.
You don't agree?
Explain
There's
what you
some
mean.
little boys, and then there's some men that actually want to be men. It doesn't matter about age.
Okay, when it comes to like
Well, I-
dating and relationships, like, because that's what we're speaking about. Like, when it comes to dating and relationships, you're saying that women mature faster than men, and I'm asking how.
How?
Yeah.
We just
We're not saying that, you women don't take care of your responsibilities, whether you're on your period or not. But what we're saying is when it comes to the decision making in a relationship, you guys tend to react off emotions and not off rationality. So in the sense of when it comes to dealing with diversity, conflict, arguments, women tend to make decisions based off their feelings. Men tend to base our decisions based off what's honest, the facts, what's real, despite how we feel. So that's like the biggest difference. So in a sense, when it comes to dealing with issues, whether it's relationship or not, men we tend to do things because it's right, not because of how we feel. Because feelings aren't facts. Feelings are subjective, they're not objective. Does that make sense?
Okay, moving right along. What about you? Why do you think that women tend to mature faster than men?
I think that I actually, when I date older men. That's because it's an emotional intelligence thing. Like, for instance, like I notice a lot of things you say is to get a reaction. You're not actually speaking it. Right. So that's why I
that
watch
would be 100% incorrect.
No, but I'm saying no to say something and to get.
That would be like 100% incorrect.
When you ask somebody a question?
Yes, not to get a reaction. It's to peel the layer back to what they are truly saying or truly thinking.
So then the way you word it could be different, though.
What do you mean?
The way you say it could have a little bit of an easier way of asking the question, so somebody has a softer space to speak.
So now with tone policing,
which I think is
So
the issue with dating these days.
Well, that's
is we don't really, as
policing.
women,
So
have.
The reality is that I get what you're saying. The reality is that when it comes to women, you're more sensitive. You're higher in trait neuroticism, which means that you feel more negative emotions per unit of situation. So you're more likely to be in your feelings. So it's not the fact that
I'm a tattoo artist, and men actually have a lower pain threshold than women. So everything balances each other out. So I think that if men were to step up and do their part, then women could live in that soft energy. So I don't think that would be a problem.
Nothing.
But it
to
has
do with what
everything
I'm
to do
talking
with,
about.
but it has
I'm
everything to
simply
do with
saying-
it because it circles back because it all has to do with together.
No, that has nothing to do with what I'm just saying. You just said that it's the way you say things. You can say things softer. I'm letting you know the reason why you have a sensitivity level with how I'm saying things is it's because of your nature. Because you're more likely to be in your feelings, and this is facts.
You're misunderstanding
If we're speaking
me.
about real quick, if we're speaking about maturity,
Just because you're speaking over
I
me
got you
doesn't
real
mean
quick.
you understand me.
I got you.
Okay.
When we're
I'll let
speaking
you go.
about, and it's not speaking over you. You gave them the rules, right?
Oh, that's one part of it. Yeah, so sometimes we may have to like interrupt you just to get a point across, but we'll always give you the mic back.
Yeah, you'll always get the mic back.
Sounds
so.
good. I won't talk again further.
No, you're totally fine. I'm going to give you the mic back, and it's okay to have the back and forth. Like I'm speaking when I quiet for a little bit, you can speak. I'm not going to have my panties in a bunch or anything, but I'm simply saying this, right?
I don't have any on, so I can't do that.
I'm simply saying, if we're speaking about maturity in a relationship, this would be a person that has the ability to act despite how they feel and also use their rational mind instead of relying on their feelings. So you just displayed something here. You said, well, I don't really like how you say things. And I just put it back on you and I said, well, that's because it's your maturity level. Your maturity level comes down to your sensitivity level. You have a higher sensitivity level than me, therefore you're more emotional and you're more likely to react to what I'm saying.
I haven't reacted to
based off of how you feel, based
so
off
I
of your
haven't
emotions.
reacted to anything you've said this whole time because I actually don't care about what you're saying. I'm saying, but it gives that. So I'm letting you know, future for dating for you, it gives off that you think you're smarter than somebody.
It doesn't.
And I'm letting you
give
know for you.
anything
Okay,
like that.
then,
Yeah,
then
it doesn't.
enjoy life.
What it does is the reality is that's how you interpret it, and you interpret
a lot of people
it.
probably do.
No, I'm saying that women tend to interpret it this way is because you're immature. You don't have the ability to self-regulate your emotions and listen to the truth. You want to focus on how someone's saying it rather than what is true.
No, I'm saying that's why you're getting emotional
real quick,
reactions
real
from
quick.
women.
Because
Because you guys are emotional.
Every
I know, but
statistic
no
that
one's
I gave,
denying
real quick, I'm
that.
speaking,
Yeah.
ladies, real quick.
denying that.
Every statistic that I gave, every biological reality that I pointed out when it came to women being emotional and how they tend to act on how they feel rather than act despite how they feel, this is statistical facts. When I speak about trait neuroticism, how women are higher in trait neuroticism, so you actually experience more negative emotions when people say things. The reason why you had a problem with not what I said, but how I said it is because you have more of a negative experience when someone is speaking.
I was just letting you know why everybody was getting emotional. Or
No
why
one's getting emotional.
Not
Nobody
emotional,
You was the
but kind
only
of
one
like,
that said something.
No, but I'm saying like jump in. I was just letting you know. But
I don't know.
It's all
Was
good. I'm not
anyone
worried.
emotional here?
Not emotional, but
no,
that's
I
why-
kind of understand it.
Yeah, passionate. That's why people are getting passionate with you. Because the way you
Yeah,
say
that's-
stuff can come off like a little.
There's a way.
We
There's
just
a
be
difference
really
between
tough.
being
Oh, I'm
passionate
from New
and being
York. That's how I am.
and being
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
condescending. There's a difference because you would be a little
Yeah.
condescending and passive, but that's fine. But that's women though. Like that's what us men we know. We know that women are way more sensitive, aka emotional, and you guys most of the time you guys cannot decipher the truth. You know what I mean between being quote unquote attacked, because nobody here was being attacked. We're just stating facts that you may typically
And
not
the
like.
funny thing is, no one
When
is
can
speaking
someone
about
talk?
you ladies.
Because I don't know when is y'all talking to each other. Can somebody else jump in? 'Cause
Yeah,
I've been
we're
trying
still
to
going
raise
in line. We're still waiting on her, but
So
you
it's,
could.
we going
you could-
in the circle like this?
Yeah, we've been
Nobody
going in
can't
the
jump
circle.
in
No,
anytime?
yeah, you could jump in.
Okay.
But
I
you know, the
forgot
crazy
what I
thing
wanted to
is,
say.
the crazy thing is, the entire time when we're having this conversation, no one is speaking about them in this conversation about maturity. We're speaking about women in general, but they seem to be taking it personal.
And what the rules? The rules. I explained the rules.
Look, ladies, y'all seem to be taking things personal, but no one is speaking about you specifically. We're speaking about women in general. Now, a general does not mean all. Are there some women that have control of their emotions than men? For sure, there
Yes,
are.
of course.
But generally, no, it's not, right? So don't take everything so personal. Let me go to you. Why do you think that women are more mature than men?
Well, I think that first of all, men does mature later than women. I think that this is what she was trying to say, that women mature before men. And also, exactly like what they was saying, like we get taught to grow up faster, do things clean, be a housewife. Like we get taught them things from young, you know, like, and men most of the time, boys my age, are dirty. And like they don't clean, they don't bathe, they don't brush their teeth, they don't do shit. They don't even have a job. So, and this is why you see most relationships now, women deal with older men because older men are mature. You understand? We never said that men don't be mature, but guys my age not gonna be as mature as me.
So the thing is, it's not that guys your age aren't mature. It's the fact that women are hypergamous. So you're looking for someone better than you. You actually don't want
Yeah.
someone to match your
We
same.
need someone better than we. As a
Correct.
woman, you
Yeah,
cannot.
we agree.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, it's that you're hypergamous, and that since you want someone better than you, you actually don't want a man that match your same maturity level.
Exact-
You want him to be taller, stronger, make
don't
more
match
money,
it, though.
be more competent, and things of that sort. So I see what you were saying, but like we would have to go ahead and still put the accountability on women because you ladies choose men.
Oh, but men
You choose the guys. You choose
But
those
that's why
men.
we choose older men.
I
That's
got
why
you.
we choose older men. That's why we
Go
choose
ahead.
older
Let
men.
me hear what you want to say. Go ahead.
I
You're just saying
don't-
something.
No, go ahead. Run your movie.
No, you can start.
Your podcast.
No, we just finished. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Because what I wanted to say was about something else. It
Go,
wasn't-
you can bring
yeah.
it up. That's
Bring
totally
it up.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah, bring it
it's
up.
not that deep.
This
You
is
can go
what
to
the
the next
podca-
topic. How about that?
This is
I'm
what
getting
the
bored.
this is what the podcast is about.
Yeah, this is what the
Right.
podcast is about. Listen, ladies, don't never feel like, oh, well, I didn't speak now. I don't want to bring up something that was old. No, we like to get very deep into conversation. So,
But you have to also allow everybody in the room to want to speak, especially if they want to say something about what you just said.
Right,
We
but
was
one
all
mic
going
at a-
around,
Yeah,
though.
one
Yeah,
mic at
yeah.
a time.
But
Remember
also,
the
you
rules.
see how you jumped in when he was talking about when they was going back.
You
and
guys
forth?
gotta follow the rules.
Right, y'all not even following the rules.
Ladies,
I'm just saying.
I'll let you know. The rule, I don't have a rule because it's my show.
I
You
understand
get
that,
that?
but
So,
so
no,
if
no,
you
no,
say,
listen
if
to
you're
this.
having a topic and you're
Listen
talking,
to this. I got you.
and we have
I got you right now.
rebuttals, why
So
we can't
Ease,
rebuttal?
prior to the show, he went over the rules. At the end of the
Well, I guess
day,
he didn't do a good job. I'm sorry, friend.
At the end of the
maybe I
day,
forgot the rules. I don't know.
this is my
Okay,
show,
I
so
Very clear.
I don't have a rule for my show. I can
well, then how
interrupt
about you
someone.
tell us the
I can
rule?
cut someone off, but I'm a fair, benevolent man, so I'm still going to always give it back to whoever wants to speak, and they can fully get their point across. Like, I'm never gonna not let you speak. Like, the point of the show is like hearing y'all speak, right? But anyways, you don't want to say nothing on this then?
Go ahead.
All right, Ease, let me get to these super chats real
Yeah, go
quick.
ahead.
So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.